So when I was going through rehab for my brain injury, once I realized that there was a path forward with rehabilitation and testosterone and peptides altogether, it was about 8 to 10 hours a day of just horrible physical rehabilitation for the best part of a year. I had never done anything hard in my life up until that point. And I was looking basically down, it was either that or suicide. And I tried this, and this is much more difficult than people realize. And I realized I couldn't do that either. So I had my back against the wall and I had to go down this path forward. And I realized I didn't have a strong male role model who had, showed me this path forward. I didn't have the actual skill set to go through this. I was basically looking down this rite of passage being like, this is make or break, but there's literally no other option than to just plow forward and do it. And through that process, I learned exactly what you talked about there, which is this ability to be able to just do what you need to do, even though you don't want to do it, because that's just life and that's just what you have to do. And that process taught me so much that has allowed my life ever since then to feel infinitely easier, because I went through something that was so objectively difficult. But this whole idea of needing to do the things that you don't want to do because you want to be the guy who did that, I try to teach my clients to go, if let's say you're going to go out to a restaurant with all your buddies and it's like a burger place or whatever, and there's a bunch of stuff on the menu. The pleasure of breaking your diet and having the double cheeseburger and the fries and the fucking milkshake or whatever, that's going to feel good for the mouth pleasure, and then you're going to feel like shit afterwards. You're going to feel ashamed, you're going to feel embarrassed to yourself because you didn't keep your word to yourself. But going out and going, no, I'm going to stick to the menu, I'm going to get some maybe grilled chicken and a salad or whatever it is you're going to get, that might not feel good at the time in terms of mouth pleasure. But if you can derive pride, and if you can derive, I am the guy who does what he needs to do, not what he wants to do, because I am that guy and I am able to stick to my guns to be able to be the person who I want to be, that mental conditioning, I think, can derive even more pleasure and more happiness than having the cheat meal can.